really going to begin their
remodernization. Only because Martha ran into something and finally knocked down the last post.
Well, she leveled the building,
Years
so
have I
that was
talked about that? I wanted it to happen in 2013 because that was 50th anniversary. But anyway, we had hoped that the groundbreaking quote would be in January. But, of course, the City of Chula Vista Building Department has not followed through on all of the necessary requirements they have to pass, you know, so it may not even be February, who knows, you know. But there is money. It's going to be in 3 increments, the remodernization, and the first increment will be that the cafeteria and the kitchen will be moved to the lower levels so that all of the consumers will have access.
I'm sorry, cafeteria and what?
And the kitchen. Will so all the consumers can have access. Now the wheelchair people cannot make that big grade up that ramp to go upstairs. And so the center was built in 3 increments, and where our craft room is the first increment. But right next to us, adjacent to us, is the middle increment. That is going to be totally gutted. That's where the cafeteria and the kitchen will go, and some classrooms. And I think the computer lab is going to be there too, because right now the computer lab's way down in the workshop, also inaccessible to many of the consumers. So then, nicely enough, thanks to North County, who donated $100,000 to us last summer, we do have the money to pay for that first increment. Second increment will be to the 2-story building, will be retrofitted. Workshop will be greatly changed, and classrooms in a different mode and all that. I won't go into all the details. And then the final increment will be where our craft room is, and that section will totally be demolished. And so, of course, that's my
So the new craft room is going to be in your
there
house?
will be no new craft room. There will be no new craft room. As you know, I have junk all over the place now. Anyway, I have announced publicly in all areas that this coming November will be the final bazaar. Because obviously, well, first of all, we have to have the money for the second and third increment before we can go through to do it. And so they're trying to, get grants and get a major 7-figure donor to pop up. But you kind of have to have those plans first, because that when you get up to that big bucks giving, they want to know exactly what you're building and what it's going to go for. Yeah. And so it's, you're going to play your cards in one side and then the other. So anyway, that's what's happening at Starlight, and hopefully by the early spring they will be beginning. And our director tells us that once they start the building, it's going to go pretty fast for that first section, which will be nice. So that's mine.
So some surprises. Naked clowns. And some things that were pretty well expected.
But I think that's neat. Yeah.
But Robin and Valerie looks like they're getting ready to take pictures or something, because this is